Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a graphing problem, but with that graphing problem, we're going to manipulate some of the points to make an obtuse triangle, and so we'll talk through that. So I'm taking this problem from CPM's course 2, and this is section 8.3.4, number 8-108. It says on a coordinate graph, so I got one here, plot the following points. So A is at -1, -1, B is at 2, 2, and C is at 4, -2. Connect the points in order, then connect point C to A. And it says, which point could you move to make an obtuse triangle? So we'll talk through that, what's obtuse. And it actually tells us, remember that an obtuse triangle is a triangle with one angle greater than 90. So something obtuse would have to have one angle greater than 90. And then it asks what that new point would be. Okay, so let's start by graphing. So A is at -1, -1. Remember, when you graph, all your coordinates are listed x comma y, and then this is the x-axis, and the horizontal or the vertical axis is the y-axis. Notice my numbers too. This is the positive x-axis, and this is the negative x this direction. Positive this way, negative this way. Positive up, right? So positive y up, negative y down. So -1, -1. So that means x is -1, which is right here. That's where x is -1, and y is -1, which is right there. So that those two coordinates connect to that point right there. And so that would be my A. B is at +2, +2. So again, x is at 2 and y is at 2. So where does those two coordinates meet? Right here at that point. So that's my B. C is at 4. So x is 4, y is -2. So there's 4 for the x, -2 for the y. So that meets right there. So if I'm going to connect my dots, so that's my C. This is my B to C, and then my A to C. It wants to know which of these coordinates could I move that would give you an obtuse triangle. An obtuse, remember, obtuse is greater than 90, right? So a 90 degree is this, that's 90. So obtuse would mean that it would have to continue on this direction, right? Something bigger than 90. So we'd want an angle like this, where you have that, where it pushes out to make bigger than 90. So that would be an obtuse angle. So only one angle would have to be obtuse in order for us to have a obtuse triangle. So I think about this. I mean, I could take my B and move it out to here somewhere, and that would create C to be obtuse. I could take C and move C. I probably can move C enough, maybe, to get it to be to have B be obtuse. Maybe if I moved C to over here, if I move C to here, so then it would be a B, C, D. That would make B obtuse. Or if I moved B, actually, I can move C as well, C down to here. If I move C down here, that would make A to be obtuse, which would make it, again, obtuse triangle. I could take any one of these points and move them to make an obtuse triangle. So it says, which point could you move to make an obtuse triangle? So to answer that question, each point can move. So any point could move to make an obtuse triangle. All right. So, but what would be a new point? So now let's just choose one and move it to make an obtuse triangle. I'm going to move A. I'm going to make A, just for the sake of having it. Let's see. So I don't want it. I want it maybe here. If I move A to here, or even up here, I could do that. Let's do that. Let's just be safe. Let's put A way over here. So if I did that, let's draw my new triangle. A to C would be there. B to A, B to C is not, oops, I realize you're not seeing this. B to C doesn't change, but then B to A does. So if we did that, now I can see that this angle here would definitely be greater than 90 degrees. So that makes that an obtuse triangle. So one possibility, right? There's many possibilities in this case. So one possibility would be my new A, we'll call it A prime, is now at -10, +3. Okay. Again, I could have moved A even higher, or I could have moved B instead. I now have just created an obtuse triangle. Okay. So many different ways, but that's the process. There we go.